What is up, guys? Today I'm going to be doing some Call of Duty Modern Warfare Weekend 2 beta gameplay. I'm also going to be including a story time in this. I'm going to be talking about some homecoming stuff that happened sophomore year of high school. And yeah, that's all it's going to be. I'm not going to be telling the story while I'm playing, because I find I get extremely distracted. So I'm just going to tell the story on its own. So yeah, let's get right into it, man. The story I'm going to be telling today is about my homecoming sophomore year, 2 years ago. I was 15, I believe, at the time. And life is just so different back then. That's one thing about high school, man. It's crazy how much you develop and change over the 4 years that you're in there. I mean, I'm a senior right now, and that shit's just still crazy to me. I'm a completely different person now than I was then. Like, I was a prepubescent weirdo. Was scared of life, everything. And man, it just goes by way too fast. That's my only complaint. Other than that, it's been a great 4 years, but I was a sophomore, and this is about homecoming, October 2017. And so I was, at the time, probably around October 1st, I was talking to this junior, and I was a sophomore, so I thought I was like, in my brain, I wouldn't publicly, like, say it, but I thought I was the shit. Like, I was talking to a junior, I thought I was so cool. Looking back on it, it really wasn't that cool at all. So a couple weeks before homecoming, we were already, like, in the quote-unquote talking stage, right? Like, right before you start dating someone. And first off, that zone is hell. Never do that, in my opinion. Either commit to someone or don't. That shit sucks. Anyway, so we were in the talking stage or whatever. And so I decided to do the whole little poster thing and go ask her to homecoming, go to her house, all that shit. And I should have known that shit wasn't gonna work. I decided that, well, I was a sophomore, so I had to get my mom to drive me to her house in the first place, which is terrible, embarrassing already. And when we got there, I was fucking, dude, it was bad. I had my sister in the car too. She was sitting there making fun of me because I was so nervous. I was terrified. Longest walk of my life was from my mom's car to the front door of her house. We're gonna call her Tiffany for now. The girl I'm talking about, Tiffany. That's not her actual name. I'm just using that for animosity. And anyway, so the 3 hours it feels like it's taking to walk up to the door, I'm thinking about everything. I'm like, dude, screw this, man. Screw this. I'm not doing this. This is stupid. I shouldn't go with this girl to homecoming. There's no need to. So I turn back around. On my way back to the car, I hear a click click, and I hear the front door open. And I was so embarrassed because it looked like I was walking away, like I was done. Like I looked pissed and I looked like I was walking away. And she's like, where are you going? She's like, oh, I had to go grab the marker and write something else down on the board. It was just a stupid ass lie to say. And she was like, oh, well, I think it looks cute, and all that. And I was fat at the time. Not gonna lie, I was like 6'1", 220 at least. And so dude, so embarrassed. I was sweating bullets. Probably see it in the picture. And I had this ugly ass haircut, like it was like swooped over the top but to the side a little bit, and like the sides were short. It was terrible, especially for my fat baby face that I had. So we're taking a picture, blah blah blah. Like 2 weeks later, done. We're done. I say, I'm not doing this. I'm not being with you. I can't do this. 'Cause I have my own reasons for why I didn't want to be with her. That's all relationship shit you don't want to hear. Anyways, so homecoming night comes up. I go... Did I go alone? Did I go alone? What a stud. Actually, I wasn't even that fat. Must have been, I kind of was. Must have been sophomore and junior year that the fatness came. And this year it's on the way out. Anyways, I don't know if I should put this video that I'm talking about. Well, I don't want to say it yet because that's the grand finale. the story. Anyways, so we're at home. I'm at homecoming, and I had heard from people that night that she had gotten in a car accident, and like her parents were like extremely pissed. She got in a car accident on the way to homecoming with her date, and extremely pissed. Extremely pissed. Her parents were furious. So she decided to just drink the night away. She was wasted, absolutely wasted. Sounds terrible for me, but she was. She was really gone. And so I'm dancing, I'm doing my thing. I'm at the time like, I don't know, whip nay, I think. Jigging. Stupid shit like that. And yeah, so I feel a tap on my shoulder. And little you know, I turn around and there's Tiffany right there, standing there, drunk. She's just like, Ty, why'd you break up with me? Why'd you do that? And all that stuff that women love to do. She has that face on, that look. You know, if you're a guy, you know what I'm talking about. It's the look. It's the look that it killed you. It's the one that means you want to. It's the one that she wants to right now. Doesn't matter where you are. It traps you. It incubates you in a trap. And you can't get out. No matter what. It's terrible. And that look, that damned look. I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't know. And like, I walk away. I'm trying to distance myself from the situation, which is very smart of sophomore Ty. I'm very proud of him for that. But like, I'd say 20 minutes later, lights are out, neon lights are flying all around. Split, I'm dancing. All of a sudden, boom, she comes right in front of me, starts dancing on me, twerking on me, throwing the ass around. I'm like, okay, that's what we doing. Alright, I'm gonna just go with it. And I see my friend Nathan, and he just looks at me, and I see that damn devilish smile of his. He's got his phone ready. This man knows what's about to happen. He knows. Somehow he knows. And she comes back up from her throwing that ass around. She grabs me. And she's like, I really want you. And this is why I'm not proud of sophomore Ty. I go, Tiffany, I want you to. Stupid ass sophomore Ty. What are you doing? 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 Anyway, she takes off her first off, this is bad. Let me rewind a little bit. Rewind. She took off her heels and handed them to her current date that she brought so she could twerk on me. This man looked so upset. He was the saddest and angriest I've ever seen anyone be. He was so upset. He was just standing there holding the heels, like, mouth, eyes wide open. And he was just, like, so surprised about this shit happening. He was like, oh my god. And he was like, man, F this. And he threw her heels at her and left the dance. And she didn't even care. She just kept throwing that ass around. Anyway, fast forward back to the story. I want you, Tiffany. Stupid ass sophomore Ty. So, god damn it. I go in, all in. And actually, in my defense, it was more like she came in. She the shit out of me with her tongue. It was terrible. I'm not gonna put that. I'm gonna put something else in. She ate my face alive with her tongue. It was terrible. But sophomore Ty loved it. He was so happy for those 20 seconds. But apparently it was 2 minutes. And, of course, friend Nathan decided to video it. Because the second I came back up, all I saw was a flash in my face from a phone. Because I came back up from the depths of saliva and tongue and tasted like street vodka. And when I came up, I knew. I fucked up. It was bad. It was very upsetting. I don't know. I didn't know what I was doing. Sophomore time was not smart. The rest of the night was ruined. I was just upset. I can't believe it happened to this day. A couple of things happened, like my baseball coach, like the next week, he saw the video somehow because I tried to delete that. I tried to get that video erased from everywhere. But I'm telling you, man, once something gets on a phone or any kind of social media, anything, technology, it's out there forever. It's never going away, for sure, guarantee it. And this video, somehow my baseball coach saw it. I get called into his into the his office in the locker room. He goes, Ty, you know we have a social media policy, right? I was like, oh. Sophomore Ty was like, yeah, yes, sir. I understand. He was like, well, why am I looking at you getting your face eaten by some blonde chick at the homecoming dance? I was like, you see, I didn't want it to happen, and I'm just stuttering like a beast. Stutter, like the dude from It, Bill. Yeah, I'm like Bill from It. And I'm just stuttering. And he goes, I'm just messing with you, dude. And he daps me off. I felt like the coolest motherfucker alive. And yeah, that's my homecoming story. Wasn't supposed to happen at all. Ever. Never, ever. But, I thank Tiffany for giving me a great homecoming to remember and a good story to tell on YouTube. So, yeah, thanks, Tiffany. You were nice. Alright, guys, that's gonna wrap up the story time and the video. I had a great gameplay I'm gonna put under this. It's like, I think I went like 24-0 at one point, 23-0 with those 4 helo. And, yeah, see you guys later.